Also, ja, Brenda noch kommt, ich unterrichte auf Englisch. So, wir starten in einem bequemen Sitz, oder ihr könnt auf die Matte gehen. Ich muss schauen, ob alles stimmt. Ich habe die Einstellung verändert. So, ist gleich gut. Okay. So, let's start in a comfortable seat. We won't be long in the seat, but for what's coming, maybe a cross-legged seat will be better than sitting on your heels. And then close your eyes and bring your hands on your thighs. And today, just feel what feels better. Palms open or palms facing down. Sometimes it makes a difference on how we feel. So just choose your hand position. And then bring your shoulders high up towards your ears, as high as you can. And then gently set them down the back so you can nicely open the chest. You can also do that a few times so you feel comfortable in the seat, or wiggle a bit. And just find your form so you can sit comfortably for a moment. And take a deep inhalation and really create space within the belly, the chest. Inhale all the way down, filling up the whole body with air. And then exhale, just release through the mouth, through the nose, so that it feels good. And then repeating, inhale, filling the lungs, filling the belly, the back of the ribs. So breathe in all three dimensions. You could even have your hands on your lower rib cage and feel how the body is expanding in all dimensions, not just to the front. And then make sure your sit bones are heavy and the ribs, they don't stick out too much. So you broaden the back, or you gently bring the lower rib cage towards the hips, but without creating tension in your belly. So the belly for now is totally relaxed. And then just for yourself, breathe a few times. And you can choose either breathe up and down the spine, or just focus on breathing in all three dimensions. And just kind of let your breath find a natural flow in and out. Maybe try to make the breath a bit slower, a bit finer. If someone would look at you, they couldn't even really see that you're breathing. So it's really gentle and fine. Maybe just notice how slowing the breath and focusing on just that simple pattern of inhaling and exhaling helps to calm the mind, the nervous system, to arrive here in your practice. And then continue breathing like that, and gently start to add the pelvic floor. So when you inhale, gently lift the pelvic floor, lower belly towards the spine. And exhale, release. And just continue like that for another half a minute. Good. And when you're ready, gently add the head to the flow. So inhale, bring the chin towards the ceiling. You can keep your eyes closed. And exhale, chin towards the chest. And repeating. The whole body is still. It's just the head moving. And then from here, start to circle the head. So choose a direction to the back or to the front first. I'm just gonna play with the range of motion you have in your neck, but gently just waking the body. So today's flow will be an all body flow. So we work with basically everything, so you will feel really good in your body after practice. And change the direction, a few circles to the other direction, or really just in a way that feels good. Maybe there is a place in your neck where you feel, oh, there's tension, then consciously go there with your awareness, but maybe also with the movement. Good. And then slowly open your eyes and bring your legs a bit to the front, and then try to align the feet with your knees. So you bring the feet a bit to the side, and if possible, the shins are parallel to the length, to the mat, however you see it. So you're not cross-legged and have the feet closed, so the feet go away from the body. And you should feel a slight opening here on the outside of your hips. And if you like to close your eyes, inhale, bring your arms out to the side and stay here for a moment. Lift the pelvic floor and gently bring the lower belly in and up. So there is this hollow space here. Inhale. And now exhale, find Garuda arms, eagle arms, right arm above left. Bend your elbows. And then hands gently touching. Lift the elbows a bit higher. And now see that the ribs don't go with. So you want to broaden the back ribs. Bring the lower part of your rib cage towards your hips. And then bring away the hands from your face. Good. And then a few breaths here with the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Good. Next time you inhale, get really long, maybe lift the elbows a bit higher. And exhale, gently forward fold. And just go into the hips. You don't need to go all the way. Release the neck. Good. And inhale, already come back up. And exhale, release your arms. Maybe roll the shoulders a bit. Bring the weight to the back. And then switch the legs. Other leg in front, adjust the feet, shins parallel. So it's almost a double pigeon, but an easier version. Lower belly in, inhale, arms to the side, and cactus arms, lower belly in and up. And then change, left above, right, eagle arms. So gently opening the hips, the shoulders, bring away the hands from your face, lift the elbows, 2 breaths like that, including the pelvic floor, the lower belly. You could imagine the breathing up and down the spine, and by spine I mean all the way up to the crown of the head. Inhale, one more time, lift your elbows. And exhale, gently forward fold. 2 breaths into the outer hips. Maybe this side is different than the other one. And also now come back, release. And roll your shoulders and then find all fours. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knee underneath the hips. And then press the feet down, lower belly in. Press again and then slowly walk your hands forward for puppy. But keep the hips above your knees. Maybe quickly check so you know where to freeze your hips. And then inhale here, really push into the fingertips. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lift up a bit. Exhale, lower the chest, lower belly in. Inhale up, just a dynamic version of puppy, going into the shoulders, melting that part in between shoulder blades. And you feel what's good, and when it gets too much, then you do like shorter movements. Push the feet into the mat. So the feet don't lift. One more time. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up. Slowly walk the hands back. And then a few cat-cows, simple. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. But remember all these things we were practicing so far during this time. So push the floor away, open the chest to the front. So gently pull the hands back. Press the feet into the mat. So you have that lower bandhas active. And align the whole movement with your breath. Just gently. I like to close my eyes here so I can really stay with all these tiny little alignment cues. And also really feel what they do. Opening the heart. Inhale, front of the heart. Exhale, opening the back of the heart. Really. You could also imagine the little lights on your sitting bones. Now they are lighting towards the ceiling. And then leading with those, trying to light the floor. So sit bones point towards the floor. Good. Inhale, neutral spine. Keep the belly active. Tuck the toes. And then find your first dog. And as we do most mornings, keep it fluid. But here I feel in dog, it can feel like quite well to create that hollow space in your lower belly, in and up. So gravity here helps here to feel that, and then pedal the knees, sway the hips. Stay with the breath. If you're used to Ujjayi breathing, then breathe in Ujjayi, gently hear that raspy sound of your breath, melting the part in between your shoulder blades. Push into fingertips. Maybe look to your hands for a moment so the knuckles and the fingertips should turn white. And then really push back. So there is length here in your wrist to get you out of that compressed wrist. And then lengthen the spine. Release the head just from side to side. Turn your upper arms to the outside. Broaden the upper back. Sit bones press back. And now really activate your thighs. Try to straighten the legs more. Heels press towards the floor. They don't need to go all the way down yet. And then press the sitting bones back. If your legs are straight, and start lifting the sitting bones towards the ceiling. Good. 2 more breaths. And work a bit with the hips to start. Inhale. Bring your right leg up in a three-legged dog. Inhale here. And then exhale, come forward into a gentle pigeon. So right knee, right wrist, straighten the back leg. So by light, I mean don't bring the right foot too much forward yet. So keep the right foot quite close to the body and bring the hips to the front. Align the hips with the front line of the mat. So right hip a bit back, left hip a bit forward. Lower belly in, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, really press into the fingers. And what helps is to gently pull the knees together, and you can lift out of the pose a bit. Inhale here. And now exhale, bring the left hand on your right knee and the right hand a bit to the right. Right shoulder opens to the back. Press into the left foot. Lift up, pull the knees together. Good. Inhale. And exhale, gently walk your hands back. Inhale here. And then place the hands flat on the mat. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back legs. Stay here for a moment. Bring weight into the hands, lower belly in. And now from your core, like you would suck the leg into the core, come back to that three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog with a twist. So open the hips to the side. Adjust the shoulders, the right shoulder closer to the body. And then try to bring that left heel down. Inhale. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. And then right into second side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. So slow and conscious. Press through the left heel. Push into your hands. Really feel your body this morning. And then exhale, left knee, left wrist. Straighten the right leg. And then adjust the foot. So sit on the hip to adjust and bring the foot a bit forward or leave it close to the body. And then come up, slowly find the form, walking the hands back, open the heart, lower belly in. Sit bones, try to go under the body. That's a hard adjustment to do. And then bring the knees together so you lift up. You can use the pelvic floor to support that action. Inhale here, and then bring the right hand on the left knee. Left hand a bit back, so the left shoulder opens to the back. Press into the back foot. Inhale. And exhale, walk back. Take your time to adjust the hands under the shoulder. Tuck the back toes and then straighten the leg first. So you feel the opening of the hip flexor. Maybe move a bit here. Keep the lower belly active. Bring weight into the hands, and then again that feeling of sucking the knee into chest. Bring it back, three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, three-legged dog with a twist. Open the hips, heel towards your bum. Left shoulder closer towards the floor. Melt the part in between shoulder blades and bring the right heel towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into the hands, push back. Inhale, slowly roll forward to your plank pose. Stay a moment in plank. Again, press into the fingertips. Press yourself away, so really out of the shoulders a lot. And then look back and adjust the feet so your ankles are just above the big toe mound. You need the least strength like that. Push. And then keep your elbows super close, lean a bit forward, and then bend your elbows slowly all the way to the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, press the feet into the mat, strong legs, elbows hugging. Baby cobra, pull the hands back, ears down the back, a lot of space between ears and shoulders. Inhale, exhale, release, head down. And bring the hands forward into Sphinx pose. Elbows just underneath your shoulders. We did that yesterday. Place the hands. Inhale here, pull back the floor or the mat. And exhale, lift the hips, round the spine, look towards your knee or belly button. Inhale back. And just waking the core from within. Inhale. Exhale, lift. And just repeat that. Now 3 more times. Just do it like with that sweetness of the flow of your breath, even though the body has to work. And feel sometimes it's easier to do the stronger poses, just by staying with that sweetness. I can say it otherwise of the breath. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, pull the hands back, open the chest, look up. Exhale, slowly lift the hips, look to belly button or knees. Keep your eyes closed. Good. Back to Sphinx. So the whole core, front, side, and back need to work for that. Exhale, place the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes and straighten the legs like before in pigeon. Maybe look back so your wrists are just underneath your elbows. And now try to activate the whole body and lift up to plank pose. And then to dog. Release the head. Look forward. And then walk the feet to the hands. Keep the feet hip width apart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen, push into the shins. Exhale, forward fold. One more, Ardha Uttanasana, lift. Push the hands into the leg. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a bit, lift the pelvic floor, push into the floor, come up. To Tadasana, ring fingers, reach, look up. Hands to heart. 2 half salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, lower belly hollow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, use your pelvic floor, lift up. Reach up. Hands to heart. Let's do one more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, press into the floor, come up. Reach. Hands to heart. And continuing the sun salutation series. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. 1 round, simple lunges. Inhale to lengthen. Place the hand, right foot steps back. You can choose to do low lunges. Knee over ankle from the pelvic floor. Lift up, 1 breath. Long spine, back bend. Good, hands back on the mat, plank pose. Extra breath in plank. Inhale here. Exhale, first round to the floor. Inhale, widen the hands a bit to cobra. Lift as high as it feels good. Hug the elbows in, look up. Exhale, find the floor. And then either using the knees or in one line, press back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Lift the right leg up, inhale. Place the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands on the floor, left foot moves forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Reach. Hands to right. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Left foot back. Inhale. High lunge, left side. Just feel the body flowing through those sun salutation cycles. Back to plank. Take time, extra inhalation in plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way up dog or cobra. Sitting bones first, down dog. Exhale. Three-legged dog. Inhale, left foot up. Left foot forward. Inhale up. Press through the right heel. Lift the heart. Place the hands. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Lift. Inhale. Hands to heart. Continuing, adding a little something. Inhale. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Place the hands, right foot back. Staying with the high lunges, using the pelvic floor. Just use all these little elements. Inhale, reach. Hands down, plank pose. Push the floor. Heart to the front. Come a bit forward, bend the elbows. Chaturanga or off floor. Back bend of choice. Downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, right foot lifts. Three-legged dog with a twist, exhale. Straighten the right leg. Turn the hips parallel to the floor again and bring the right foot forward. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, hands down, left foot meets right foot. Lengthen. Forward fold. Come up, reach. Hands to heart. Continuing, left side, inhale. Exhale, just let the body flow with the breath. Inhale to lengthen. No need to think too much. Left foot back. Lift up. And just opening, lengthening, strengthening the whole body. Lift the right foot. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open the heart. Press the floor away or pull the hands back. Back to your downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up, inhale. Three-legged with a twist, exhale. Straighten the left leg. Turn the hips, left foot in between your hands. With control, inhale, high lunge. Place the hands, right foot meets the left foot. Lengthening, and then forward fold. With the pelvic floor, come up. Reach overhead, maybe back bend a bit deeper now. And then hands to heart. Tadasana. Allow for a short break. But keep your breath in that flow. In and out. Just scan the body. From here, open your eyes and just go through a few cycles of sun salutation A in your own speed. So I will You all know what you're doing. I will talk through the first one and then you just go 2 or 3 cycles and we meet in Tadasana. Inhale, arms up to look up. Push the feet into the floor, create a length. Bend the knees, lower belly in, forward fold. Lengthen, inhale. Plant the hands, bring weight into the hands, walk or hop back, plank pose. And then cycle through vinyasa. Stay with your breath. Stay in that flow. It's so nice. Bending the knees, look to your hands, walk or jump forward. If you like to stay a few breaths in dog, that's totally fine. You can also stay a few breaths in Tadasana, so you can adjust what feels good. Sometimes it's nice to do it super slow. Sometimes I like to go fast. Just feel what is and allow to do that. And then just go through a few cycles, depending on how fast you go and how many breaks, moments of stillness you take. You can do more or less. So let's do one more. And then we meet in Tadasana and just wait for each other in this mode of observing and staying with the breath flow. Good, and then whenever you arrive here, let the body adjust. And just feel sometimes if you're just a few minutes of sun salutation can shift so much. Good. And then from here we'll add a few standing poses. Working again our shoulders and hips. And everything in between. Good. Legs too. So everything basically. Open your eyes. Find the Trishti. We go into the standing series using sun salutation B. So bend your knees, lower your hips, touch the floor. Now already lower belly in, lift the pelvic floor, and at the same time the sit bones now point towards the floor. If you remember those lighting the floor. Check if you can see your toes and then bring your arms behind your back. And what we often do is this, they anti-footy. So try to bring the sit bones down towards the floor quite consciously. So you have space in the lower back. Lift the pelvic floor, inhale. Sit deeper. Challenge you a bit, so hips on the level of your knees. Press the knees together. If you have feet closed, if feet are open hip distance, and have the knees hip distance to lower belly in, reach back, and then forward fold. Inhale, lengthen lower belly hollow. Plant the hands, vinyasa, we meet in down dog. Keep it slow. And if you do turn around, we keep the chest open and always be able to see your elbow crease. Don't go lower than that. Otherwise your shoulder will suffer over time. Exhale, dog. Lift the right leg up. Plant the right foot forward, and then we meet in warrior two instead of one. So back foot parallel to the back of the mat, and then lift that pelvic floor, come up. Come into an irregular warrior two and use that first few cycles of breath to adjust. Feed knee to go a bit deep today. Bring the right hip up, left hip lower, and then again sit bones point towards the floor. From that base, bring your upper body back, turn it to the side, to roll the shoulders down the back. Arms up, and I really feel like both arms go into opposite directions. So if someone would hold out the right hand and pull you forward, and someone pulls you back. So you need to find the center. So your upper body is straight in the hips. And look to the front. Inhale. Now, right arm above left, eagle arms again. Bring the hands away from your face and lift the shoulders. Now, bring the right knee back again. Bring the hip bones under, lift the pelvic floor. And then bring the hands to the right, so you pivot the arms a bit. Elbows stay, just the hands go over to the right. And then the left ear towards the left shoulder. Opening right side of the neck. The tiny movement, you should feel on the outside of the right neck. If that feels uncomfortable, then stay in regular eagle arms. And exhale, release, bring the head to center, roll the shoulders. Keep the base active, come a bit lower, arms to the side again, opposite forces. And then bring the left arm all around and grab inside of the right thigh or grab your shirt. And then shuffle the right foot a bit closer, straighten both legs more, micro bend the front knee, and then slowly lift the left hip, lower the right hip for a Trikonasana variation. Right arm is reaching forward, palm facing the ceiling. And now start to twist from above the belly button. Look back over the left shoulder. The legs are super strong. Right knee micro bend. Try to turn the right knee a bit to the right side. And breathe. With the right hand, if you like, you can reach forward. Feel that force. So straighten the arm, really reach. At the same time, the left hip reaches back. Hip bones under. Sitting bones, sorry, under. And then slowly turn the head with a long neck to the front foot. Bend the left knee first. Lift the pelvic floor. Transition back, warrior two. And often that left shoulder feels a bit weird after the opening, so if you like to roll it a bit, do that. It's a position it's rarely in during daily life. Lower belly in, sit bones under, reach. Good. Add a last standing pose here. So first row Konasana, right arm on the right thigh. Push into the thigh. First, bring the arm under and up. So the arm is straight, the left arm and the palm facing the back, thumb towards the ceiling. So now the upper body is facing towards the floor. Now imagine you turn all above the belly button, so the left shoulder goes back, upper body towards the ceiling. Now press the sitting bones under the body, and you can almost lean back. And the neck is long, so chin close to the body. Don't collapse in the back foot. Press the right knee out. If you want to add a bind, feel free. Good, and now slowly turn the whole upper body back towards the floor. Keep the knee above ankle, place the left hand on the floor. Turn the back foot. Place the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot a bit to the outside. Good, now lower the hips a bit. And then try to bring the right arm under the leg. So the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Good. You can stay here and just work the hip. Those of you who are familiar with Ekapada and Vinyasana can start to straighten that leg over your arm and forward. Maybe lift the leg, maybe not. Just work a bit with that. Or just work the hip here, place the hands and wiggle a bit from side to side, opening the hip. Good, and then ready, step back, plank pose. Downward facing dog for a moment. Find your breath. So it's always a bit that play of making the practice nice, flowing with the breath, but then still sometimes work a bit on the edges to challenge yourself. Go a bit deeper, try something new, but always in line with your personal feeling in the moment. Inhale, rock forward to plank or stay in dog if you don't want to do the vinyasa. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back. And then back to your downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Place the left foot forward. And then you're meeting downward facing, no, warrior two. Today it's a bit, I don't know, a tired morning. So come into your warrior two. And then just check alignment. Check the foot arches, the knee, the hips, the upper. I always have to remind myself to really open that upper body and then push the knee out. Bring your arms up. And then think about these opposite forces. So arms really go in opposite directions. Look over the left arm. Lift the pelvic floor and try to bring those sit bones under the body more. Once you feel your base is stable, bring the left arm above the right for eagle arms. And then find the normal form, so shoulders down the back, lift your elbows, lift the hands, and then often the knee goes to the inside, so press the knee back out. Pelvic floor in place, and then bring the hands a bit to the left, and the head a bit to the right. And again, if that feels weird or too much, then just stay in center. One more inhalation. And exhale, release, and then maybe roll the shoulders a bit. Bring your arms back. Again, opposite forces. Turn the upper body again to the side, at the same time knee out. And then bring the right arm all the way behind you. Flip the front palm. I need to shorten the stance for Trikonasana, otherwise it feels weird. If you do the same, do that, and then straighten both legs. Turn the left leg a bit, spiral the leg out. I hope that makes sense. Lift the right hip and then slowly come over that leg. Turn the right shoulder back. And again, that feeling of twisting open the whole chest up towards the ceiling. If you like to straighten the front arm, so this is a bit more challenging, but if someone would pull you on that left hand forward, at the same time bring the sit bones under the body, the right shoulder back. Breathe. So this is playing with edge, for sure. Few more breath. And when you're ready to come out, slowly turn the head. First, bend the knee, lift the pelvic floor, lift up. Right arm can be straight. Maybe the right shoulder needs some love before going into extension again. Maybe adjust the feet, upper body. So build the form first, and then keep it stable. And then come forward, press the left arm into the leg, lift out the shoulder, right arm down. So chest now still facing the floor, arm overhead, and now above belly button, twist. At the same time, bring the sit bones under, look up or down, long neck. Lift the pelvic floor, left knee is pressing out, don't collapse in the back foot. Just enjoy a strong form, and at the same time, the sweetness of the breath, still the same. One more inhalation. And then exhale, gently turn the upper body again towards the floor. Place the right hand, turn the back foot, and then place the left hand. Now walk left foot out. And put it next to the edge of the mat. Place both hands, push to the right heel, and you feel an opening here on the hip flex on the right side and stay here. Of course, you could also lower on your underarms. And then bring the left arm under the left leg. Place the left hand outside the foot. If you want to play a bit, then bring the left foot forward. So you can have the leg on the arm and then chaturanga arms lean forward. Just like that. Maybe start lifting the foot, maybe not. It's not important. You just want to work a bit with the hips. When you're ready, place the hand on the outside of the foot and step it back to plank pose. Push the floor and then downward facing dog first. Well, either staying dog or gently roll to plank pose. And then float through vinyasa. Back to your down dog. Time is just going so fast. So we'll add 2 more standing poses. And maybe then you just do the Shavasana on your own at the end. So we have a bit more time. Inhale, bring the right leg back, three-legged dog. Push to the right heel. And then place the right foot forward. I'm gonna add 2 poses with hips to the front. So this time we go to warrior 1, turning around the back foot, kneel over ankle, come up. Or it's 3 poses. And then lower into warrior 1. Bring the right hip back, left hip forward, lower belly in, sit bones down. And then just briefly lift the heart, arms behind your ears, push into the left leg. Bring the right hip back, inhale. And again, just keep the base, come back to center, gently straighten the right leg more. It doesn't need to go all the way straight, and then through the heart, come forward. Bring your arms to the back, like you would do Shalavasana. Turn the arms so thumbs up, palm facing the side. Bring the right hip back. You can also, with the right hand, pull it back a bit, push it back a bit. One more inhale. And then slowly bend the front knee. Bring the left arm all over, around on the outside of that foot. So you feel that your wrist is underneath your shoulder. Place now the right hand on that hip. Thumb into hip crease, push back. And then start to straighten the right leg a bit more. Now again, above belly button, twist open to the right. Or a variation of twisted triangle. So you don't need to stretch the arm towards the ceiling. If you like, you can. Otherwise, just work on pushing the hip back and twisting the upper body. One more breath, lower belly hollow. Exhale, look to the front foot, bend that knee. Place the hands on either side of the foot. Turn the back foot. And from here, down dog. Exhale. Left leg up. Inhale. Slowly place the left foot forward. And then build your warrior 1. So just try to have the feet almost hip width apart or hip width apart, knee above ankle, lift that. And then find the depth first, so come low, right hip forward, left hip back. Again, those sit bones under, which is harder to do here, and then lift the heart, arms behind you. And I always totally rely on that back leg, so try to push into that foot, but at the same time, and this is hard, try to lift that foot arch. Feels weird, which is the awareness itself is often plenty. Inhale. And now come back to center, keep the base. Now straighten the front leg more. Through the heart, come forward at the same time, slowly bring the arms to the back. Turn your arm, thumb up, palms to the outside, so you feel your shoulders opening. Right hip forward, left hip back. New breath. Next exhalation, slowly bend the left knee, place your right hand on the outside of that foot, and align wrist and shoulder. Bring the left hand on your left hip, thumb in hip crease. Start to straightening the left leg more. At the same time, twist above belly button to the left. Left shoulder back. Long neck, few breaths. Don't lose that right leg though. It's like in warrior 1. Good, you exhale, bend the left knee, bring the hands on each side of the foot, turn the back foot, and now plank pose. Strong plank push, exhale over, inhale, back bend, and then back to dog. And then in dog, with your left hand, try to press into the right hand and lift the left hand and grab the outside of the right calf and twist over to the right again, above belly button, twist right shoulder back, look under your right armpit, and then change. Place the left hand, weight on the left hand, and grab the right outer calf, twist, just a few breaths. Left hip back. Good, and then release last time. Push into your hands. And then lower the knees. Bring the feet out of the way. Slowly sit back on your bum. And then one boat pose. Lean back, lift the heels, align heels and knees. And then hold or support your boat, roll the shoulders back, hold the knees or the whole thigh actually towards your chest. And now decide, stay here or really press the legs together, release the hands. You can also straighten your arms more or straighten the legs, and then everything starts to shake. So one last challenge, inhale, and exhale, bring the feet back down. And come forward on your thighs for a moment. Good, slowly. Inhale, find a seat or a straight spine. Cross your shins, come forward, walk the feet back, and then find your belly on the mat. We do a few back bends here. Almost close practice, so bring the head on the mat. Press the feet into the mat so the kneecap lifts, so the knees are in the air, the thighs are super strong. And now widen the hands a bit, maybe mat width. Bring your shoulders up and slowly roll up into a cobra. Choose like a mid-size or a high cobra, and also straighten the arms almost. And then press the pubic bone down and try to roll the shoulders out of the way. Pulling hands back, elbows hug in. Try to bring the lower belly a lot towards your spine. One more inhalation here. Slowly, slowly, slowly roll back down. Head on the mat. Bend the knees and then grab your ankles with your hands from the outside or inside. Flex the feet if you know you have sensitive knees. And then from here, first push the feet into your hands. So you feel like the shoulders are being pulled back and your upper body lifts. Look forward, but don't look up too much. So long spine. And then start to lift the knees and really come into a full bow pose. Lift everything up. Till your navel, press back, breathe. One more inhalation and then slowly back. Place your hands, look to one side. Release the legs, soften the belly. I would probably never like this pose, but I always feel good after. So I hope you experience at least that second part. We'll do it one more time. They say we should practice what we don't like so much. So let's do it. Head on the mat, bend the knee, grab the feet. And then same deal, maybe flex the feet first, push the feet back so you've been lifted just by the strength of your legs. And then from here, come into full bow version. I bring my chin close to the body so I feel I have space in the neck. Breathe, although the breath is restricted. One more inhalation. And release, head to the other side. Drop the heels to the outside. Breathe a few times. Good. When you're ready, slowly roll on your back. So we stay with the back bends. We do 2 more. I feel during these times, the back bends really help to get rid of all these emotions. And sometimes we carry not only our own emotions, but also the tension from everything around us. So place the feet on the mat, heels more out than the toes. And just gently feel your heels with your fingertips. That's a distance. Relax the belly for a moment. Close your eyes maybe for this one. And then inhale fully. Again, like we did at the beginning, really feel filling the whole body with life force with your breath. And exhale, push into the feet, lift up halfway maybe, and then interlace the fingers, walk the shoulders under the body, for shoulder bridge, chin close, and then lift up. Like we did yesterday, press into the feet, into the hands, into the shoulders, into the head. Try to bring the chest closer to the chin. This feeling of using your ground, the earth, to really lift up. And it's basically the same movement like in both poses before. Like we try to almost straighten the legs. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale here. Slowly roll back, release the arms. And before you put the lower back down, try to really bring the sit bones like they would shine towards the ceiling again. Lower them back down. Breathe a few times. And sometimes it's nice to group the elbows above head in this position. Good. So either repeat that or one time go to the edge, full bridge pose. Urdhva. So place the hands, if you do it with me, fingers point down. Again, important to bring the heels out. And what often happens when you go up, the feet change to toes out. Try to avoid this, then wait with that pose. Otherwise, your knees can get hurt. Inhale. Exhale, come on the crown of the head first. Maybe adjust the hands. And then push up, if you like, into full wheel, or you repeat your bridge pose. Also in wheel, try to lie with your sitting bones to the wall, to the back of the wall, so you create space in the lower back. Straightening your arms. Whenever you're ready, you don't need to stay too long. Bring the chin in, slowly lower back down. Again, sit bones almost pointing up, lower the back down. Good. Bring your legs up. You can bend the knees so the legs almost fall on you. Maybe bring your arms overhead. And cross the right leg over the left and come into eagle legs. If you like, again, left over right, eagle arms. Stay here or lift the head. Bring elbows and knees together for a moment. Exhale, release. And then simply switch. Left leg above right, right arm above left. And then come up, really bringing everything back to the midline, adjusting the hips, shoulders, the core. Just preparing for a few moments of Shavasana. And then release. So we can't do too many forward folds, but it's fine. It's a morning class. I want to leave you energized. So for a moment, bring your knees in, push the lower back on the mat, maybe massaging the lower back. And then place the feet back on the mat, straighten the right leg. Bring the left leg to chest one last time, pull the knee towards the chest, sit bones towards the front wall, the wall in front of you. Release. Place the left foot on the mat, place the right foot on the mat. Straighten the left leg, bring the right knee. So we just do that to bring the hip in a neutral position again after the kind of mutation in the back bend, so your lower back will feel good lying flat on the mat. Good. Place the right foot on the mat, place the left foot on the mat. Hug both knees in one last time. Lift the head, cross your arms, grab the feet from the outside. Little tiny ball. And then really hug in, make yourself the smallest possible, and then release. Shavasana. Oh, we made it. So we have a few minutes of Shavasana. Relax here. Focus on the belly for a moment. Try to fill the whole belly with air. And exhale, relaxing it. It's like you would breathe out through the belly. And then fill it again. And breathe out through the back. Inhale to the belly. And breathe out through your side waist. Inhale like a balloon to all three dimensions. And exhale through the right leg. Inhale. Exhale through the left leg. Inhale. Exhale through the right arm. Inhale to the belly. Exhale through the left arm. Inhale. Exhale through the head. And just expand every time you exhale in all directions, all dimensions. And just for a few minutes, try to expand yourself. There are no restrictions, no boundaries. Just infinite space. And just feel that spaciousness within you. And just be aware that you just created that with anything and nothing from the outside. So you can always do that, even though life seems a bit restrictive at the moment. Of creating space and that feeling of I can expand and be free. You can always create that from within. And let that awareness slowly move again in your body, but if you can, if it makes sense to you, then try to keep that, to bring it with you from the mat to life. And start to stretch. We start to keep that spaciousness like a little treasure within me. Maybe do that with me and find a comfortable seat. In the seat, let's come to prayer right away. Hands in front of the heart. And just sit for another minute if you have the time. In silence. Namaste. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day, ladies. I hope to see you tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow I'm not teaching. On Thursday. It would be great. Enjoy your day. Bye.